reason is that motherhood is linked to the mystery of God. On one hand, God is transcendent of flesh and blood, of course, in his nature. And yet there's something in his nature that is expressed only in motherhood. And the Lord is our Father, but motherhood comes from God. It's created by God. It's linked to God. It's part of the image of God. And so motherhood in some ways is a reflection of God's love, one side of it. Kind of like that light that goes through the prism and breaks up into all different kinds of lights. Motherhood is one of those colors that represents God, shows the love of God to us in a way that is unique. So I want to look at motherhood today as it relates to the mystery of God and you, wholeheartedly, to see heaven through this shadow on earth. And we're going to see it relates something. Now, of course, listen, everybody has different experiences. Some mothers did better jobs, some did maybe lesser jobs. You have all different kinds of mothers, but there are some generalities that are generally true. One of the things about mother love, the love of a mother, is that it tends to be sacrificial. The nature of it, sin can mess it up, but the nature of it is to give, is to be sacrificial, to sacrifice of itself. Even from the very beginning, pregnancy, what is that? The woman is giving to the new life. In a sense, her body is sacrificing for the new life. Men cannot know this as women do, of course. Although I knew a woman once whose husband was a big, tough mechanic, kind of lumberjack kind of guy, beard and big. And while she was pregnant, strangely happened, her husband started having symptoms of as if he were pregnant. He started feeling nauseous. And then he'd wake up in the middle of the night craving pickles. And as the day got closer, he got worse. And on the day of the pregnancy, when she had to go, he was in the bathroom throwing up. True story. Finally, when they had to go, she had to drive him to the hospital. And when they got there, he was so dizzy, so out of it, they had to take him in. They took him away on a wheelchair. She was the one who was pregnant. But for most men, you can never know what that's like. That your whole life is giving to another life. But that's the beginning of mother love, or the love of a mother. It shows you what kind of love it is. It is meant to be sacrificial. The baby is nurtured, his life through the blood of the mother, then through the milk of the mother. And that's what that is a picture of. But the picture is of God. You see, God's love, by nature, well, let me say this. In the Bible, sacrifices, they offered sacrifice. They linked it was of course linked to God. God was linked to the sacrifices. Why? Well, a very real, simple, surprising, but simple, deep reason. Why was God linked to the sacrificial system? Because God's nature is to sacrifice. God's nature is to give of himself. God's nature is to give life. That's why there's a gospel. If it wasn't for the sacrificial love of God, there would be no incarnation. No cross, no salvation. Remember, God doesn't just love you. He can't just love you. That's not enough. He doesn't just love you because with sin you cannot just love. You can only love sacrificially. It's going to cost him. It costs him to love you. It costs him to save you. It costs him, just as a mother's love has cost in it, so in the same way. He loves you with a love that costs him. Every prayer that's answered is answered through the blood of God. Every healing you have is answered by that blood. It's cost him. It says in the Hebrew Scriptures, "Blessed be the Lord who daily bears our burdens." He suffers for that reason. It's a costly love. And that tells us that the kind of love that we are to have as the children of God must not just can't be a flaky love, can't be a shallow love. It's got to be a costly love. And when it costs you to love someone, and when it costs you to love God, and when it costs you to do the right thing, it becomes a costly, precious thing. Your life becomes a costly, precious thing. God, it's not a cheap thing. Because salvation is free, sometimes people cheapen it. And because it's free, they take it for granted. Grace is free, but it's costly. And so we receive it freely, but it's something that costs us everything, and that we want to give everything for it if we really know what it is. Your life, some people say, and of others, well, this guy thinks he's God's gift to the world. But we are to be God's gift to the world. You're to live your life as if your life was a gift. Everything about your life is to be a gift because his life became a gift to give to you. A mother's love is a shadow, just a shadow of what God's love is for you every moment. It cost him. And that's why also it should be a thing to us that we don't want to grieve God, because it cost him. Why grieve him? It cost him. You know, everything we do, every sin we do, he already paid for, but we don't know what all those sins are going to be or where. But why give him on something else? We want to bless him because he loves us with his own life. Love him. That's why it says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength, because that's the way he loves you. A mother feels. You know, starts in the womb, feels for her children by nature. Starts in the womb. Even before, when no one can see the child, she feels the child. And generally that's the case. Now the father also, you know, but there's something more natural in the mother to be. The love of a mother is empathetic, sympathetic, compassionate. You know, the father might say, hey, he's got to learn how to do it himself. The mother will tend to say, well, he's just a baby. You could be 35 years old and you're just a baby. Mother love generally is empathetic, puts itself in the place of the child. And it feels when the child hurts. Even if it's, you know, and even if there's no, I mean, you know, there's no reason, rational reason she should be feeling the way she's feeling. I mean, you could take I can't back this up because we don't know who it was, but if you found the mother of Attila the Hun and said, Mrs. Hun, your son is pillaging Europe, he's setting towns on fire, he's plundering innocent populations, what do you think? You said, well, I'm sure he has a good reason for it. Ms. Hun, a lot of people don't like your son. Well, that's crazy. How can you not like him? What's there not to like? A mother's love is not rational. It's not based on rational. It's not that. I mean, a lot of you husbands, you can bear witness about irrationality, but it's not based on, it's based on the heart. And that is a sign of